This is the Pantheon, and we'd like to proudly welcome all the way from Winnipeg. This is Phillip Ndukwu. Welcome to the Pantheon, my brother.
Thank you.
It's an absolute honor, my man. I love your song, "Beautiful Woman." It's fantastic. But let's talk about you first. How long have you been doing this for?
I've been making music since 2015, 16. 2016.
Still fresh, right on, man. Like, who and what are your inspirations?
Well, growing up, I heard a lot of different kind of music on the radio. It was mostly, there was Celine Dion and Michael Jackson and some other Nigerian artists. They inspired me to get into music. It's always, I like the way it makes me feel.
That's so cool, man. I love those names that you just mentioned. Michael Jackson is somebody I grew up with as a kid. My mom had a bunch of his vinyls, and I miss him every day.
Oh yeah, I always got closer to the radio whenever I was playing. I just put my ear there and just listen.
Yeah,
like get drawn into it.
That's how I do it with my bass guitar. I love, trying to figure out how they came up with the notes and seeing if I can duplicate that. So let's jump right into it. Let's talk about your album Black Sheep and your song "Beautiful Woman." What was it like creating the arrangement to this? Was it difficult getting the right sound? How many takes did it take? Please tell us about your process.
Well, for a Beautiful Woman, I worked with a producer and we did it from scratch. I wrote the lyrics and then went to him and then we started from, putting things together, putting sounds together, the drums, the instrumentation basically. But then for Black Sheep and the rest, I actually had a pre-made instrumentation for that one. So I wrote to the lyrics. So that was in both cases. It was interesting. It was fun doing it. Basically,
that's the most important thing about music is having a blast, man.
I really do enjoy it. Putting all these things together, it's like cooking.
Yeah.
There's a recipe to it. You add this. You see what works. It's and then I also like the feel, right? So when I'm making the song, I think how would you feel listening to this?
Yeah.
So when I make it, I listen to it and see how it feels, how I feel listening to it, basically.
Music is definitely like you just said. It's like cooking. Good music is like a good meal. It fulfills the soul.
True. That's true. I wanted to transport the listener as I basically use myself. See if I enjoy it, if I can get what's the word? Enamored?
Mm-hmm.
Get into it, then I know that is good.
It's a beautiful thing. So where can fans find your music? Most digital platforms, I take it?
Yes, actually. I have a new video on YouTube now for Black Sheep. It just came out a few days ago.
That's a good song, by the way. I enjoyed that one. I like that.
All right. Nice. Yeah. Thank you. So the Black Sheep music videos on YouTube, and they're all on YouTube, actually. And then, what do you call them? Spotify, iTunes, and all the digital platforms.
So for this album, did you happen to do any physical copies, like a CD, a cassette, or a vinyl? Or what did you do for the celebration of this album?
Like for this album, I didn't do a CD yet. I was going to do that when I start getting into performing shows. Because right now I'm just booking the show, so I want to make the CDs to give out during the live performances.
So how do you feel about the possibility of I was talking to several bands, and obviously you pay out of your own pocket to create your merchandise, you get your CDs done. To get 500 CDs, I heard that it's quite cumbersome to take on tour, and that it would be just easy to carry over 1,000 business cards with download codes. How do you feel about something like that? How do you feel about this digital world?
Well, the digital world, to me, it works better for me because I don't actually use CDs myself. That's why I'm not so eager to make them. Right. So
it truly lessens costs and makes it easier for the tour, doesn't it?
The cost too. Yeah, that's just true. That is true. So I think the what did you call it? The digital codes.
Yeah.
I'll be leaning more towards that because this day and age, most people they would prefer that. They're always on their phone, so they can just use that.
I like how bands like musicians like yourself are independent, and you don't have a label to answer to and dictating how your music should go. You're your own entity. I find that with musicians, like we need to have more sustainability. I've talked to guys like from the 70s and the 80s and the early parts of the 90s before there even was such a thing as downloading. That we had more glory days back then than we do now, but I think that we're trying very hard to make those glory days return and make it so that digital can be sustainable. You guys take so much time out of home, work, and family, and you play for the grateful and the ungrateful, and I have nothing but the utmost huge respect for you guys.
Thank you very much. Thank you. It's true. We have to... Because right now I'm not really sure how we can do that, but I think it's something that we need to discuss and come up with a plan or do something about it, right? Because you put in a lot of work,
Mm-hmm.
But then for me, I just want people to listen to the songs and enjoy it. Basically,
mm-hmm.
That's the most important thing to me right now. And if there's some support for it, then that would be awesome, right?
Yep.
But we have to still try and focus on the music, basically.
Exactly. So what's next for you, Philip? You got any festivals, tours, any more new music? What's next for you, brother?
Oh, I have I'm working on a song right now. I'm planning to release it as a single. It's more of it has a dance, R&B, hip hop, but it's a blend basically.
I love it.
It's to me, I feel like it's going to be my best one yet, and I keep trying to make it better and better.
Well, we're very excited for that, man. Very, very excited. Well, Philip, it's been an absolute pleasure having you here today on the Pantheon. Keep making great music. Keep kicking ass. Horns high!
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Thank you very much. Thank
Go on the road with you. Don't know what to say, just say I do. Look into my heart, you know it's true. All I want to do is make you my boo, my boo. Baby, let's go all the way. Take your time, follow all the steps. I'm chilling right here, not going nowhere. Open up your heart with my house right there, right there. I like the way you move and the things you do. I can watch you go. You make me feel such a way that I keep running after you. You got me singing, hey mama, hey, I'll give you all of me. You got me saying, hey mama, you are all I need. Yeah, yeah. Hey mama, you got me going crazy, beautiful. Oh man, you are all I need. You got me, girl, you got me. Don't lose it, don't drop. I feel it, girl, I feel it. I feel like Cupid just shot me. I know you're scared to rock the boat. Drown your fears and make you float. A bit weird. singing, hey mama, hey